All right, thank you so much. This is our Tuesday night training call in Destination Diamond. Tonight we're going to go over how we make money, because isn't that why we are working our little butts off to give our family financial freedom and make money and retire from our day job? I know that that was my goal for sure. I'm going to go ahead and mute everybody. If you have questions, just raise your hand and you can go ahead and ask. Okay, fantastic. Okay, I'm going to do a screen share. We're going to go right into the compensation plan. 1 second. Here we go. Okay, can you all see that? Can you see that now? Now you can see that? Okay, great. All right, so I'm going to jump right in. This is the old compensation plan, but I personally like the way that this kind of breaks it down for you. I know that's a little bit blurry. I don't know if you can see that, but again, you can look up this compensation plan anytime and go through it, but I'm going to walk you through it just a little bit. Okay, so when you sign up as an ambassador, which the majority of people that join you should sign up as an ambassador, because I'll just run through that quickly. We know the 3 ways to buy. Retail, it's a 30-day supply, most expensive. I never suggest retail because it's the most expensive. And your friends and family shouldn't try Plexus 30 days. They just shouldn't. They should really take advantage of the 60-day money-back guarantee and let the products work. I tell people that join me minimum 3 to 4 months before you can say it works or it doesn't work. One, we know that it works because the clinical trials prove that it does. So we have to give it time to balance. So therefore, I tell people, hey, you could try preferred customer. You could get it a little bit cheaper than retail. And then if you love it, you can upgrade to ambassador. Or you can say, listen, if you're like me and you want to save the most money, just jump right into wholesale. You don't have to do the business, although you have the option to get your products free. Wouldn't you like your products free? No one's going to say no to that, I promise you. So that is why I often tell people, jump right into wholesale. So here's what happens. When someone, I don't know if you guys can see my mouse, joins, okay, and they're just an ambassador, when you join, like right now, probably, for example, if you look on your back office, it's going to say that you are an associate, okay? You are an associate when you don't have 100 PV go through your website. So that's what that means. You become an ambassador, which means qualified, when you have 100 PV go through your website, whether it's from you or whether it's from a customer or your orders combined. So that's the difference there. I have a lot of times people ask me that, why does it say associate? I have my backup order on. So as soon as that $100 goes through your website, you will be what's considered a qualified ambassador. Okay, so next step after that would be a senior ambassador. That means you have 2 personally sponsored ambassadors. So it goes over here. You have your annual membership, you have your auto qualification in place for 100 PV, then you have your personally sponsored qualified ambassador. So you want to pay attention to that. And I'll say, I love that if you look all the way down to Diamond, the very last one, you personally only have to sponsor 7 people. That's quite amazing. And you really can make it to the top of the company if you enroll some rock stars that see the business opportunity. Then the next one over is points needed outside your primary leg, and then Plexus points required in your organization. I'm going to explain all of these as we go through. Then your earnings are the last 5 slots. Your one-time achievement bonus, your number of levels that you're paid on, your share in the Emerald pool, Sapphire pool, and then Diamond pool. Okay, so after you become a senior ambassador, 2 personally sponsored ambassadors, then you come down to Silver, which is the first paid rank in Plexus. So Kim Ward just hit Silver. Congratulations. And all of you will too this month. I know it. So Silver Ambassador, that means if you look over to the 3rd column, 3 personally sponsored qualified ambassadors. What makes them qualified? They get a welcome pack. Always get a welcome pack. I never let anybody join me without a welcome pack because I'm a smart businesswoman, and that makes up my Friday paychecks. I also show them the value in the $199 welcome pack, so I get a bigger bonus. And I'll tell you about those bonuses in just a moment. So when they're qualified, they get a welcome pack, and they have their back order for 100 PV. So that takes 3 personally sponsored ambassadors, okay? No points outside your primary leg, nothing like that. Over here to your bonus, you get a $100 bonus. You also get paid on your levels 1 through 5. I didn't mention that as senior ambassador, you get paid levels 1 through 3. Okay, so next one is gold ambassador. And I'm going to be very honest, guys. The pits of the business is in the middle of silver to gold ambassador. That's when you really decide, I'm in this, okay? That's when you decide, I'm going to ask people. You're probably going to hear the word no. You're definitely going to hear the word no. Just to be honest with you. Hold on one second. Somebody I hear, I don't know if they can hear me or not. Okay. I hear some background noise. Okay, so that's what I call the pits, is from silver to gold, because you really have to be consistent. You have to be able to take those no's. You have to go through a lot of no's to find yeses, okay? That's just the honest God truth. If you don't go through the no's, you'll never find the yeses. So when you get to a gold ambassador, that means you personally have 3 sponsored ambassadors. And then the 4th row over says 15 points outside your primary leg. So let me explain this to you, for example. I have a perfect example for this. Andrea, she's on this call. I met Andrea through my friend Meg. Meg started Plexus with me, and then Andrea started Plexus with us. Meg signed Andrea up, okay? So Andrea is my level 2. Meg's her sponsor. Well, Andrea signed her mom up, okay, and they both just they started the business. They were both fast start gold, which I'll tell you what that means in just a moment. Then Meg, she wasn't really working the business very much, okay? Well, Andrea and her mom hit gold. They're going to hit senior gold probably this month. Well, Meg still is at silver, okay? And here's why. She had over 100 points because of her team below her, but she didn't have this right here, 15 points outside her primary leg. And that is because Andrea was her primary leg. So you have to have 15 points outside your primary leg. So let's think about it this way. Say Meg had Andrea, her mom, and then she had one more friend, her dad, sign up as ambassadors underneath her, okay? Well, she had 100 points total in her whole organization, but the majority of those points came from one leg. She needed to have either her mom sign up an ambassador, or Meg needed to sign up a 4th ambassador. Does that make sense to everyone? You can shake your head if it does, or no, raise your hand if it doesn't. So outside your primary leg. So for example, I am my mom's primary leg, okay? And you want to pay attention to that as these points outside your primary leg grow bigger. This is also very important. This is why you never, ever want to stack, okay? Now, this is because in Plexus, we have the opportunity to grow our team as wide as possible, which I absolutely love, and we should be doing that. We should personally enroll as many people as possible. Do not stack, because what will happen, say you stack 3 rock stars on top of each other, then you'll be kind of really struggling to get those points outside your primary leg as their team grows, and maybe your other legs aren't growing very much. So that's something to consider. When you hit gold, you have to have 100 points. Your points are made up of your Plexus points, if you can see this down here. So for ambassadors, which is the #1 way that we make money, you earn these points required to grow this pay scale. I don't know if you guys can see this pay scale right here. Oh, that's not it. Where'd it go? Sorry, one second. Can you guys see this right here? Silver, gold, senior gold. Okay, it goes up a little bit in your cars and things like that. That's what you want to be doing, okay? Customers will give you money. They'll give you short-term money. You want to be focusing on long-term money, helping your ambassadors get 3 ambassadors and get their products paid for. So you reach those ranks earning points, and those points are determined down here by your levels. Another reason you never want to stack, okay? Levels 1, they give you 5 points. So that's if you personally sponsor somebody, they're your level 1. It's say, okay, for example, Kim, you're on this call. If you personally sponsor your husband, Tony, he would be your level 1. If Tony personally sponsored Julia, his cousin, Julia would be your level 2. If Julia sponsored her mom, Julia's mom would be your level 3. So you see how it goes down like that? So levels 1, 2, and 3, we get 5 points for, which is why you really want to focus on those levels 1 through 3 to get you to the top. After that, 4, you get 4 points. 5, 3 points. 6, 2 points. 7, 1 point. So on it goes like that. We get paid 7 levels deep. This is profit sharing, you guys. No other company offers profit sharing. This is amazing. This point value, which I'll go over in a little bit, is determined by our sales. They're only getting higher. So in order to get points, to get you to the rank, that's what that means. So that's where you get your points from, ambassadors. So you have 100 points, you have 15 points outside your primary leg, you'll get a $250 bonus. Okay, so there is a little something, and I'll just jump to this real quickly because it's called, no, actually, let me wait till the end. Then your next one is Senior Gold Ambassador. So you personally sponsor 3 ambassadors, 40 points outside your primary leg. If you guys build wide, you won't even need to look at these points outside your primary leg. For me, that's not a problem. I am not worried at all about that. For example, my mom, on the other hand, she's worried about that because in order for her to hit, diamond, she has to have 675 points outside her primary leg, but I am her primary leg. So you do just build wide. That's my one tip I could give you. Definitely build wide. Okay, so after that, you have to have 40 points outside your primary leg. It takes 8 ambassadors to give you 40 points. Easily, you could do that, right? 8 to 9 ambassadors personally sponsored. So you'll have your 40 points covered. Again, you don't get points for an ambassador if they're not commission qualified. That's really important to understand. If you sign up an ambassador and say they turn their back order off, you don't get points for them. This is why you always want to help your new ambassadors get a new customer, because their customer, remember, will fill their PV. So say they quit or they just need to take a month off, you'll still get your points for them because they have a customer to fill that PV required. Does that make sense? Okay, awesome. So you have 500 points, or 250 points, sorry, to be a Senior Gold Ambassador. Again, those points are made up from your ambassadors, as you can do the math there. And you'll get a $350 bonus. You also get paid levels 1 through 6. So you get paid on an extra level when you hit Senior Gold. It goes down like that. Ruby Ambassador, 75 points outside your primary leg, 500 points total, $500 bonus. Senior Ruby, you get a $750 bonus. And you also get paid levels 1 through 7 on that. So here's something I'm going to just jump to, is you all can go down and see the Emerald, Sapphire, and Diamond at your own time. I don't really need to talk about that, except where you see this Fast Start Achievement bonus down here, and if you can read that. But Fast Start Achievement bonus, everybody should know about the Fast Start Achievement bonus. If you have an ambassador join you, even if they don't want to do the business, and say, hey, listen, I know you're not interested in doing the business like I am, but I have to tell you as your sponsor about an opportunity only available in your first 30 days of being a Plexus ambassador. And that is your Fast Start Achievement bonus. So it says achieve gold, Senior Gold, Ruby, or Senior Ruby in 30 days, and your achievement bonuses, which is right here in the 6th column over, are doubled. So that is what, I had 3 people on my team do that, which is really awesome. I'm really excited. Out of our whole organization of over 6,000 people on Michelle Thomas's team, I was the first one to have 3 ambassadors do it, and that was really exciting. Dewana, Andrea, and Jessica really worked their butts off to do that. They did that by doing 3-way calls, launch parties weekly, reaching out to people daily. So they reached Fast Start Gold. So they had all their bonuses doubled, which is really exciting. So we definitely need to tell people about that because it's only in our 30 days that we can achieve that. I had no idea about that when I first started, and I also had no interest. I wish I would have known about it though, looking back at it, because I could have used $1,000 extra. Okay. So the next one is, I'll jump to, is our business building bonuses. Okay, so I love this option. You guys, or I love this opportunity our compensation plan offers us. This is, we get paid 5 times a month with Plexus. Now, a lot of you are just starting out your businesses, which means you're probably not getting 5 paychecks a month. And that's okay. You will. Here's how you get those 5 paychecks a month. You're building business bonuses that you get paid 4 levels down. So my Friday paychecks are made up from welcome packs. Okay. This is also what I hit on when somebody joins you and they get a welcome pack. You want to encourage and show them the value of the larger welcome pack for $199 because you get half of that as a personal sponsor. So say, for example, if you personally sponsor your friends, 50% of that welcome pack goes back to Plexus, okay? The other 50% is split up between 4 ambassadors. You, as their sponsor, get half of that 50%. So, for example, if they get the $99 welcome pack, $50 of it goes back to Plexus. The other 50 is split between 4 ambassadors. You, as their enroller, and I could scroll down here. This, I would definitely print this off, guys. It is in our file section in Destination Diamond. But you would get $25 from a $99 welcome pack. Your sponsor above you would get, I think, $12.50. Your sponsor above them, and it goes so on like that. So 4 levels deep, we get those. 50%, 25%, 15%, and 10%. If they get a $199 welcome pack, well, what does that do? It doubles your earnings for that Friday. So those Friday paychecks become amazing. You guys, I've been able to just kind of live off my Friday paychecks from day to day, things that I need, groceries, gas, and it's really helped me save my monthly paychecks. So that's something to definitely educate your new ambassadors on as they join you. Okay. So that would be the third way that we get paid there. Our Plexus pay points, I went over that already, so you understand that. If you don't, you guys just raise your hand, let me know, or type it in the message box. And then next, I just kind of whiz through this so you guys have time to ask me questions, kind of how I do it. Retail commissions, this is paid on your personal volume. So as Plexus, we have what's called personal volume. One of the best things about our business, you guys, is that our business and climbing the scale is not made or achieved by, like climbing the scale up here all the way to diamond is not made on sales. I would never be in a business that depended on sales because like this volume right here, because it's very hard to do that. Very, very hard to do that. And you definitely don't make as much money in points wise because no other company offers you profit sharing. So this is what I love that's different about our compensation plan. We definitely make money with our points, but we also get money with our personal volume and those people that we personally enroll. So $0 to $99, you get nothing of. That's why everybody has to be $100 is what makes you commission qualified. So the first $100 that goes to your site goes back to Plexus to make more products, keep the lights on, things like that. Anything over $100, up to $500, you get 15% of. Anything over $500 and up, you get 25% up. I always encourage people, get 500 PV monthly. One, it's good for the ambassadors to make our pay point higher, and it's also good for you to get 25% of your sales. Again, if your goal is to get to the top and hit the ranks fast, I'm going to tell you to focus on ambassadors. But it's not bad to have 500 PV. I think it's a good thing. I've maintained 500 PV for the majority of my time. But if somebody wants to be an ambassador, I'm definitely not going to make them be a customer. Do you understand? So I kind of let people use their discretion. Okay, so like it says here, $500, you get 25% of, which I really love. The next way that we get paid on commission or personal volume is 5% of your level one's commission over their first $100. So if you have a customer, or excuse me, an ambassador, and they have a lot of customers, you're going to get 5% of their sales as well, which is really awesome. Also, another reason that you want to personally sponsor, and you do not want to stack. Ever, ever, ever. I cannot stress that enough. Absolutely. Okay, so another way that we get paid is preferred customer bonuses. So we know that retail and preferred customers are what make up our personal volume. Ambassadors do not contribute to your personal volume because you get pay points over here. But we do make nice money off of our customers. So we have our override here, 5% of your level ones and their sales. Well, another way that you get paid is called a preferred customer bonus. So if somebody gets, this is dated. Sorry, you guys, this is an older one, but it's still the same kind of structure. If you get, for example, a preferred customer, this is a much better one. Preferred customer, and they order a body cream or Plexus Slim, you get a bonus on top of your personal volume commission. So that's awesome. Not only do you get this commission of 15 or 25% personally, but you also get a bonus on top of that. I love preferred customer. It's a great way to go. Again, it's short-term money. If someone thinks, okay, $125 is expensive for my triplex, and they don't have the option to get their products free, what's going to happen? They might quit, okay? Which is another reason when I encourage ambassador, I tell them, listen, part of my job as your sponsor is to help you get your products free. I do not want Plexus to be another bill that you have to worry about. So are you willing to let me help you do that? You lead them and say, are you willing to help me let you do that? Because you're going to help them. You send them what to post on Facebook. You start a 3-way chat. You help them, get them going. And once they see people interested and they have a few people join, they may pick up and run with it. So that's another reason I have people jump right in as ambassador. Okay, so we went over our pay points, we went over our commission, our preferred customer, our welcome pack bonuses, fast achievement, and then lastly is when you reach a top level rank of Emerald, you would get what is called a percentage of a pool. So the top 3% of our sales, okay, 50% of our total sales from customers are split in half. 50% go back to Plexus for their profit. 50% is split amongst ambassadors. And that's where we get all of our profit sharing, which I love. So like I said, as our sales get higher and as our company grows, which it is at a rapid rate, then our pay point gets higher. So part of that, the top 3% is split amongst Emerald ambassadors. So not only when you reach the top rank of Emerald, okay, over here, you get a share in the Emerald pool is what that's called. Then when you hit Sapphire, you get your Emerald pool share and your Sapphire pool. And I think the Sapphire pool is Emerald plus 1%. There we go. Then Diamond, you get your Emerald pool plus your Sapphire plus your top 1% in sales, which is amazing. You also get the Lexus program. Excuse me. Where are you? Yeah, you also get your Lexus program when you hit that. Well, that's not a good picture. You also get your Lexus program when you get, why do I need to go to this one? Here it is, this one. Is that better? No? Here we go. Maybe that will be better. So do you see here, guys, we get a choice of Alexis. I think it's 3. Yeah, and then you get upgraded when you hit Sapphire and so on and so on. Okay. Does anybody have any questions before I stop our screen share? And if you do, you need to unmute yourself or raise your hand. Nope. Okay. This is another way. I want you guys to visualize this right here. Okay, in your compensation plan that I highly, highly suggest that everybody definitely download. It's in your files section. I don't know why this keeps coming up like this. Understand it. I had to read it probably 6 times before I really understood it and knew how to explain it. But this is something that's kind of funny. This is why people get the impression that it's a pyramid scheme, because it's shaped like this. When in reality, if you've looked at this is only shaped like this to explain the levels for you and how your points go down is really why it's shaped like that. If you want to really understand how network marketing works, think of it like yourself like this. Okay, so say for example, this is you. You're the circle, you're the middle person. You have a branch up here, you have a branch up here, you have a branch up here, and then off of those branches become more ambassadors and so on and so on. Does that make sense to you? Because you could start working your business today and you could actually surpass me. I'm a senior Ruby ambassador. So you could surpass me. It's all about what you do with what you know and how you work your business. So it's funny, and actually Bob Heilig shares an amazing video about when someone says, oh, that's a pyramid scheme, right? People, by the way, when they say that to you, they're looking for a reaction. They're looking for you to get mad and defensive and things like that, and don't do it. Because this is my suggestion, and this is kind of off base, but I'm just going to hit on it quickly because I guarantee all of you are going to hear it. If someone says, oh, what is that, like a pyramid scheme? I would say, what's a pyramid scheme? As though you don't know what a pyramid scheme is. And they're going to say this to you. Oh, where one person joins and they make all the money and everybody under them makes nothing. And you're going to say, well, according to your definition of a pyramid scheme, no, this is not, because actually you could join today and you could actually surpass me in your business. So I love that, because they're expecting you to get upset and you're not going to do it. So they're kind of going to be like, not really know where to go from there. And again, and that is very true. I will kind of explain a little bit where some people get that mentality is companies that are based on commission. Those are companies that are shaped like a pyramid scheme, because like Unique Roden and Fields, a lot of those companies are based on commission. It's very, very hard once one of those people get into that business and they enroll all the people and they have a lot of sales for other people underneath them to surpass, because it's not based on points. Do you see what I mean? So it is, I mean, not knocking those businesses, but their compensation plan definitely doesn't compare at all. And a pyramid scheme is actually illegal. It's where you don't even get a product for your money. So just laugh inside in your head when people say that, because they don't know. Use that opportunity to educate them and share with them what a pyramid scheme truly is and what your company truly is. Okay, does anybody have any questions? That was about 26 minutes over the compensation plan, so I'd like to hear answer if I know anyone has any questions. No? Don't be shy, anyone. No?
I have a statement.
Shoot.
Okay, I was actually listening to this today. Ray Higdon, when he gets that response of a pyramid scheme, he says if the person says it, you know, kind of very rude, he says, you know, I just don't think this is a good fit for you. And it often will make people kind of lean forward with, well, what do you mean? Wait a minute. His other response is, no, it's like a real estate broker and he gets a piece of every realtor sale underneath him. I like that response.
Yeah, I like that, because it's actually, and another thing, and I'll hit on, is that we should remember as professionals is that we don't need anyone to join our business, okay? Remember, they need what you have, and I think that's so great what she just mentioned, is because when someone has that mentality and they're trying to, one, provoke you or make fun of you, you don't necessarily want that person in your business, to be quite honest with you. So don't go out of your way to try to convince them, okay? All right, Kim has her hand raised. Go ahead, Kim. Do you need me to? There you go. Go ahead.
Thank you. Yes, I was just going to ask, can you just briefly explain again what that outside leg is?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm really big on, I'm kind of a visual learner, okay?
I am too, yeah.
So let me go ahead and do this for you. Okay. So okay. Okay, so say this is you. I don't know. Can you guys see this right here? Okay, you're this top person right here. Okay, so let's going back to my example, Andrea and Meg. Say this is Meg. Okay, this is Andrea right here. This is, you know, Andrea enrolled her mom. She started building someone else. This is all Andrea's leg. Andrea had 100 points right here. Well, this is 5 points and 5 points. So Meg had all these points because, you know, we get levels down. She gets points for all those. So she had over probably 110 points right here. So she had 110 points total. 100 points to be gold, right? Okay, but she didn't have 5 points outside of Andrea's leg. She only had 10 points outside of Andrea's leg. Therefore, she didn't reach gold and she hasn't got her bonus. Now, she will this month because she added 4 ambassadors last month, but that's what that means. That's why you always want to build wide, okay, and try to spread out. You don't want to stack. Did that answer your question?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it didn't answer your question. Okay, so our ambassador points, okay, so levels 1 is 5 points. Okay, right, Julia? Level 2, so say you personally sponsor your friend at work, okay? Then she sponsors her friends, you know, in Minnesota or something. That girl in Minnesota is going to be your level 2, okay? You're still going to get 5 points for her. Then say she sponsors somebody. That person will be your level 3, and so on and so on. As your points go down, as the levels go down, your points go down, okay? So, for example, just going down to 5. So these are where it says your points right here. All of these people, let's say you're level 1. Obviously, if this is, you know, you're up here or something. Level 1, 5 points. Level 2, 5 points. Level 3, 5 points. Level 4, 4 points, and it goes down. If you just stack everybody under here, well, yeah, you'll get those points, 5 points, 5 points, 5 points, and they'll add up to 100. But if you don't build your organization wide and get points outside of your strong leg, you will not reach your next ranks. So the reason that they do this is because they don't want you, for example, to enroll a rock star. And of course, you'll get all those points. You'll still get paid on them and everything. You'll get very nice paychecks. But they don't want you to get to, let's say, a leader position of Emerald, where you're getting a Lexus, a free Lexus, you're getting Emerald pool, if you're not kind of building leaders outside of one leg. Does that make sense? Okay, are you sure? Feel free to tell me if I didn't explain it right. To be honest with you, it took me many, many times to read the compensation plan, watch videos to kind of go over it. So I just want to kind of get your brain kind of thinking about this. Levels 1 through 3, 5 points, okay? You always want to build wide. So when you start to see or you have ambassadors, you'll see your points on your dashboard every month. And it will have on there points outside primary leg. So you'll be able to see how far you are. Okay? I know you don't have ambassadors yet, but in your dashboard, it will tell you your total points, points outside your primary leg, and then also give you a scale how far you are from your next rank. Also, I don't know if you guys know this yet, but in our back office is now our rank up roadmap. So every time you achieve a rank, it's going to give you the steps to get to your next rank. I can't explain how amazing this tool is that they gave us, okay? Let me see if I can click on this picture really quick. If you guys actually, I'm sorry I don't have it in here on this new computer. If you even just go to Pinterest and you look up Plexus Compensation Plan or Power of 3, you're going to see what I'm talking about, how your points add up, okay? So here's how you build a strong organization. Focus on Power of 3. Help everybody get 3 people. That's how you do it. They're going to get that $100 bonus from going silver. They're going to get their $25 or $50 bonuses from their welcome packs, and they are going to be excited. I don't know anyone that's not excited about making $100 to $250 just from helping a few friends, get their products paid for, right? So that's how you'll do it. You don't want to just add people as ambassadors and then not offer to help them. You will find people will join you. They will fall off as fast as they join you. So just keeping it real with you. That's how we do it. All right. Does anybody else have any questions? Julia? Can I unmute you, Julia? Okay. I'd like you to share a little bit, if you don't mind, introduce yourself. And say this is a safe zone. We're all friends. It's a good zone. So just, if you don't mind, share a little bit about who you are, why you started Plexus, what you want out of it.
Now I'm all like, cat has my tongue. My name's Julia Coleman. I am Kim's cousin. We went to a launch party, I guess, last Thursday. And just hearing the information of what Plexus can do for me as a diabetic with neuropathy, as a cancer survivor, as someone who has hypertension, I'm just really excited about the health benefits that I can get from Plexus. That's my number one thing, is my health benefits. Number two, of course, money, and the opportunity for a business, but health is number one.
I love it. That's exactly what most people start with. You guys know that the majority, like 90% of diamond ambassadors are diamond ambassadors that started wholesale just for the best price. No intention of the business. But when it changed their health and it changed their life, they could not help but see. And I tell everyone this. If you guys want to build a business, you need to tell your friends and family you're crazy not to do Plexus. You're crazy not to do network marketing. Look at the health around us. Diabetes is on the rise, okay? Gut health is becoming more and more known, and doctors are talking about it. It will not be long before Plexus is a household product. You're crazy not to do this business with me. You don't need to go into and try to convince them. Just let them know, because your excitement and your passion and belief in it is going to lead them to join you. Trust me. Maybe not right away, but they will. So a lot of people are starting Plexus, I feel like, for a business because, most people lie awake at night worried about money, not so much worried about health. They go to get their prescription. They probably take their sleeping pill to go to sleep. Money. That's why, all of our leaders say, lead with the opportunity, which I do. I do talk a lot about the opportunity on my social media, and I encourage people to, because your friends need to make an extra living just like you, and you never know what they need. Perfect example. My sister, her and her husband, they are well off in New York, and they just moved out of the city, and, she's almost a gold ambassador. For her, it's not a big deal to make an extra $300 as a silver ambassador. It's just not really, doesn't faze her. And one of her friends, an actress in the city, said, wow, $300, she's like, what's this Plexus you're doing? Are you really like making any money? She's like, yeah, I mean, I'm making almost $1,000 and not really doing much. I was like, don't tell people that, you're not really doing much. But she has people under her that are working. So it's kind of where that statement came from. And her friend said, wow, $300 would like change my life. And she told me that, and I was like, see, to you, $300 isn't life changing. So I want to tell you guys that your personal situation with finances may be very different than your neighbor or your friend that's not telling you. So if you know anyone, or ask your friends, would $300 change anything in your family? An average silver ambassador makes $300 to $500 a month. Silver, the first rank. So that's something to consider, most definitely. All right, does anybody have any more questions? Nope. Okay, tomorrow is our book study, Millionaire by Halftime. I'm super stoked. Hope everybody's read their 2 chapters. I know I have. I'm really excited for it. Again, we have a think about, what's the date today? A week left to earn your watch. If you haven't earned your Garmin watch, that's 3 ambassadors, 3 new Plexus preferred customers with 50 PV or more. And don't forget, you have to have 500 PV. I think that I haven't been seeing a lot of people talk about that in other groups. I want to make sure everybody knows that. So do a call to action, guys. If you saw my post the other night, use it. Post it on your page. Hey, I'm trying to meet a big goal. Who's interested in trying some products? I did change the wording at the end, instead of comment below, to message me, because I guess someone had commented and one of her friends saw it and reached out to her and said, hey, I sell Plexus. I've been doing it a long time. Buy it from me or something, which, I don't really love. Unfortunately, that kind of sucks that happens. I wouldn't do that to somebody, but I would just suggest that you change the wording and have people reach out to you as a private message. That's just my 2 cents, and I probably won't post it like that again. But I got a lot of feedback. I got 5 new customers out of it, and I have to follow up with 3 more tomorrow. So yeah, definitely reach your goal. I know y'all can do it. Get your watch. And then at the very end of, what will that date be? February. I'm going to do a kickoff call with each of you individually, and we're going to talk about your specific goals for February. Okay? Got it? So I'll be scheduling those with you guys really soon. All right. Anybody else have anything they want to add or ask? Nope. Y'all are some quiet bunch tonight.
Oh, I have a question.
Yes.
So what would be the best benefit to sign up an ambassador that doesn't want to work their business, or a preferred customer?
Okay, here's the thing. You remember when I said that 90% of top leaders in the company didn't want the business? You never know. I also didn't want the business. I told my mom, Erin, on the call, my sponsor, do not ask me to do this business. Do not ask me to post on Facebook. But again, when my health changed so much, and then, she was like, you need to help people. My husband was like, you could really make a lot of money. People struggled just like you did. My wheels started turning. Okay. And I needed the financial blessing. So don't take that off the table. You know what I mean? Especially when they get excited, or if they see your business growing and you say, hey, we could be doing this together. I mean, don't you want to go to Hawaii for free? Yeah. So I would say always ambassador, unless, it's like your grandma and, she doesn't mind to pay a little bit extra for her products, and she'll never do the business. You could maybe make her a preferred customer.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Use your judgment. Definitely. That's what I would do.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else? Nope. Okay. All right. I'm going to give you a tip. You want to try to go silver in your first month of Plexus. Okay. It's very hard when you start very slow. Okay. Start off with momentum. If your friends see you join a company in Plexus and you already reach your first achievement rank and you get a bonus, that's going to excite them. So try to do it. Get with your sponsor and say, hey, I want to have a launch party. I guarantee you'll go silver if you have a launch party. If, do 3-way calls, do a Zoom opportunity meeting. We can do that anytime. That would be a really good goal. And try to do the same thing for your ambassadors. This is one thing really to take away. Your ambassadors are going to treat their ambassadors as you treat them. Okay. So if you're there for them, and I always notice this actually, my friends, they've gone back and they had to talk to somebody or reach out to somebody or follow up, and they say, oh, well, I just went back up our messages and I kind of looked how you followed up with me and reached out to me. Like Chrisanne, I just cold messaged her and that's what she said. I kind of looked what you said to me and I took it and kind of made it my own. You see how they will learn kind of as you do to them. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's the big key in network marketing is duplication. Okay? All right, awesome. All right, y'all, I have to jump on another call, but this was fun. Thank you guys, and I will see you tomorrow for our book study.
Bye.
Bye.